Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how this works recursively. So let's give it a try. All right, so the first thing you're going to do, in the first call, the node, you're going to pass it in, it's going to be here. It's going to be pointing to that, right? It's going to be that. And you're going to say, is it null? No. Is the next null? No. Okay, so now the head is going to be, so it's going to be pointing to here. It's actually not going to be pointing at anything yet. You're just going to say the node is reverse of node.next. So what's node.next? It's going to be, this is going to be the next call. Okay, now we're going to go again. It's not null, its next isn't null, then we're going to go to here. Reverse of node.next, so that's going to be node.next. That's not null. Okay, we're going to call it with this. And then we're going to come up here, and we're going to say, all right, is the node null? No. Is the node.next null? Yes. It's going to return the node. It's going to return 4. So what this is going to do is head is a node that's pointing to 4. Okay? That's just how this is working. Great. And remember, it has a built-in like pointer. Okay, good. Now you're going to say node.next is going to point to node. So, all right, great. So that means, well, what's node? Well, this was getting called with, we returned it. There was 3 here. Remember, when we were 4 and we came back, it was 3. 3 called 4. 4 came back. Like this is going to be 4. Four came back to 3, right? So node.next. So 3. Let's look at node is currently 3. This is where it gets a little weird. 3 dot next, which is 4 dot next is going to point to the node. Then you're saying node.next, so that's the 3 node you're on, is going to equal null. So you're just going to go beep, 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 and this is going to go to null. Then it's going to return head, all right? So it's going to return this. So it's going to go back to 2 now. So let's go ahead and go to 2. So let's go ahead, and it's a little weird, but let's go to the 2 call. So we're done with the 3. Now we're going to go to the 2 call. And we're going to say 2 is the current node, right? We have 2. 2 dot next dot next. Remember, 2 is pointing to 3, right? 2 is pointing to 3. Is going to point to the node. So let's change the color. And then node.next right here, we're going to get rid of it. And this thing's just going to point to null. Okay, great. So we have 4 pointing to 3, and then, you know, the 4 here. This is from before, it still applies. 4 is pointing to 3. Okay? Now we're done with the 2 call. Let's go to the 1 call. So when we go to the 1 call, we're returning 2. We're returning this node, right? We're returning this node right here. That's what's coming back. And you're going to say node.next. So let's look at 1. The current node now we're working with is 1. And node.next, remember 1, if you look up here, was pointing to 2. Node.next is going to point to node. And then node.next, which is here, is going to point to null. Okay? And then it's going to return head. So remember, at the beginning, we set this up way at the beginning. Head was pointing to 4. Right? Head was pointing to 4. 4 was pointing to 3. 3 was pointing to 2. And 2 was pointing to 1. That was way at the beginning, before we called anything. You know, you went back and you said, all right, well, the original head was 4. Then you said, well, you know, it goes 3, 2, 1, so on and so forth. But you're gonna return the original head node. That's the only one we made. So you're gonna return that, and then you're gonna have the list that's reversed. So you're gonna end up with 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, and then 1 to null. Hopefully that makes sense. And these are the different calls, right? These are all the different calls here. So this would be called with 4. This is a return with 3, a return with 2, a return with 1, and we're done. The calling, when you call here, it's just stepping through. So these are the calls, and then these are the returns. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. You kind of understand what's going on and why you have to say what node.next.next does. Node.next.next is the one that actually changes the pointer from the one that's, you know, over here. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Just know that whenever we go back, you're saying, all right, well, the head.next.next is going to be, you know, pointing there. And then this .next.next will be pointing to there. So you're just reversing everything. And that's it. That's all you're doing. Hopefully that made sense. Thanks for watching.